What's going on, y'all? Man, Canelo Alvarez. He finds his way out of it again. Now he might not even fight Benavidez in September. They say that Canelo's next two rumored opponents are Jamal Charlo and Bud Crawford. That's just a damn shame. This man rather fight an old welterweight. He'd rather fight an older guy that's way smaller than him. And I believe it too because Terrence Crawford is a bigger star than David Benavidez. So economically, Canelo actually might make, it's debatable that he could make more money fighting Bud than David Benavidez. I think it's really close though. But all I'm saying is the money is the same if he fights Bud or Benavidez. So I think for sure he's finna fight Crawford. I think for sure he's gonna pick Bud over Benavidez. You know, Canelo, he always picked the safer option. Not saying that Bud is not it's not good or nothing. It's just the three weight class thing. I think for sure Terrence Crawford, as long as the fight lasts, will be outboxing and schooling Canelo Alvarez, but I don't know, man. Them three weight classes, that shit is making it look real small chance for Bud to win. You seen Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo is bigger than Bud and a bigger puncher. Like that shit didn't even affect Canelo. And Jamel Charlo could not handle that heat coming from Canelo, moving up two weight classes, and then you think Bud moving up three, you think he gonna look as good as he did in his other fights? I'm just not buying it. Like Bud has a mean skill set. Bud punches with you, you know, he'll take a punch to give a punch. Like you ain't gonna be able to do all that with Canelo at 168, moving up three weight classes, man. But I got some faith in Bud Crawford, but goddamn, he's still like a huge underdog to me. That's why I'd rather have a Benavidez fight. You know, I think Benavidez would knock Canelo ass out. You know, most likely, but that's just how, majority of these fighters move. You know, safer fight, comparable money, that's always the best option. But shit, who knows, man? He might be picking on the wrong little guy when it comes to Crawford. Crawford is a dog, man. He is. But I just I don't even see him hurting Canelo. Canelo wasn't even feeling Jamel punches like that. Was barely even snapping his head back. So what do you expect Bud punches to do? And with no tune up, no nothing, it's hard for me to see Bud winning that fight. It's hard for me to see him winning it, but hey, if anybody could do it, I guess it's Bud. But damn, you know, Benavidez or Morrell, it just makes way more sense. Like he keeps picking on these little guys for these huge paydays. You know, fuck that. You know, he's maneuvering his way around and making the money. That's one thing I can say. he will pull a fight up out of his ass and make a bunch of money off of it. And I don't want to hate on that, but I just want to see the fights in the ring that I feel like we as boxing fans rightfully deserve. Like, this man is the cash cow. People been filling his pockets up, buying his pay-per-views and all that stuff. Like, he owe us one of these fights. You know? And he got a chance against Benavidez. I don't know why he's avoiding this man like this, like he ain't got no shot in the world of beating him. But if he was to beat Benavidez, man, then he'll be up there when it come to Mexican fighters all the time. A lot of people got him, top 3 anyway. Imagine if he was to knock out Benavidez. I could see a knockout going either way in that fight. But I don't know. Fighting Benavidez, that'll take a lot out of you. The size, the work rate, the speed. Like, that's one hell of a monster you're going to have to take down. So Canelo, he's trying to make all the money that he can before he step in that ring with Benavidez. And if he fight Jamal Charlo and Terrence Crawford, that's it for his PBC deal. He might run back to the zone and we might not ever get Canelo versus Benavidez. I honestly think that he might be trying to wait Benavidez out as far as him making the weight, as far as Benavidez having to move up to 175 by force, like how Devin Haney had to. And then Canelo really had never had to fight him because Canelo is at his peak in weight 168. He, like as we seen when he lost to Bivol, he can't go up to 175 and beat all the top guys like how he did at 168. So if Benavidez can't make the weight no more, then Canelo got an out for the rest of his career. Then he'll have like 3-4 more fights that he can make big money off of. Milking the game. It is what it is. But I don't know, man. It feels like Canelo versus Benavidez might not ever happen, in my opinion. He's just looking for every single fight that'll get him out of this situation. In the WBC, they ain't ordering a goddamn thing. They don't even care as long as they get some of that sanctioning fee whenever he fights. They don't want to go from collecting sanctioning fees from Canelo to collecting fees from Benavidez, because that payment will be much smaller compared to Canelo. Because Benavidez, he don't get 40-50 mil a fight like Canelo. He get a couple mil, so you'll only be getting a couple 100,000 from, well, probably 100,000. WBC ain't trying to go through that. They trying to live good off of that Canelo money as long as he fighting. But I'm gonna holler at y'all though. We gotta see what Canelo does. Will he get out of this PBC deal without fighting David Benavidez in 2 fights? And right now, it's looking like he is.